All right, let us get into WWF Wrestling Challenge, January 12th, 1992.
Oh, yes. A first, of course, for us, as we mentioned at the top here. Never reviewed a Wrestling Challenge episode yet, and it is the episode where Shawn Michaels turns on Marty Jannetty. Can you believe that? Why would he do it? We don't know. We'll have to find out, I guess.
I don't know!
There is some Lex Luger to be talked about here, James, by the way, because it's time to talk about the Observers. So this is a combination of things from Reddit, Squirt Circle, and Scott's Blog of Doom from the Observer, January 6, 1992. Inside Edition steroid story should air by the time you read this. Meltzer hasn't seen it yet, but the word is that it has potential to be significantly damaging to the WWF and Hulk Hogan in particular. It's considered such a big story that Inside Edition put their top producers on it and say that it has been examined by their lawyers more than any other story they've ever run to ensure they don't get sued. WWF has refused to respond to it, saying it's a dead issue because of the company's new steroid testing policy.
New policy? That's weird.
Well, you know, like, they...
Just right now, they just thought of it on their own, all by themselves. We should just do this new policy.
No need to test if anyone has. We're making them do it. Speaking of steroids, Dr. Zaharian was finally sentenced last week to 3 years in federal prison, 2 years of probation for each of the 12 counts, a $12,700 fine, and a forfeiture of his $3.7 million office/condo because the jury ruled that it was used for committing drug distribution crimes. Considering he was facing a possible 44-year sentence, he probably lucked out.
Celebrity Deathmatch would have done an episode back then with Dr. Zoltar, whatever you said his name is.
Kevorkian.
Dr. Kevorkian,
yes. And Dr. Kevorkian would go one-on-one.
We just watched World War III, which was in 95, which I think is... which is funny because during that show, Mean Gene says, hey, call my hotline. I'll tell you who's on steroids. Well, I guess the steroid thing goes on for a minute.
Yeah.
By all accounts. More info here. At a recent TV taping, WCW filmed an angle where Mr. Hughes ran PN News, into the ring post and damaged his eye. The reason for this is because there was an altercation in a bar between PN News and Rick Rude, which News came out on the losing end of. Apparently, Rick Rude was arm wrestling people, and PN News was challenged to use both of his arms to only one of Rude's, and he still couldn't beat him. Somehow, this led to a fight, leading to News getting a black eye. Meltzer says that even though other bigger guys might look stronger aside from maybe Scott Norton, there's probably not anyone in the business who could beat Rude in an arm wrestling match. That's fucking unfortunate. I thought it was going to be another story where, you know, for some reason there's always stories of wrestlers getting their ass whooped by 10 to 15 Marines.
Or bikers, the bikers or the Marines,
Yeah, bikers, There's...
Dude, even worse, you lose arm wrestling and then you get your ass kicked? That's crazy.
From the Observer, January 10th, 1992, just a couple of things here to wrap this up here. In the top story, Inside Edition did end up doing a massive story on the steroid scandal in WWF, including a massive hatchet job on Hulk Hogan, who it turns out, and you might want to sit down for this one, is a huge liar. When he usually used a shitload of steroids during his career, Hulk Hogan is the liar somehow. I mean, like, you know, it's people reporting things. You know?
Right.
So Hogan, who uses supposedly a shitload of steroids during his career, according to a bunch of people.
What?
In fact, Tony, Billy Graham says that he personally injected Hulk Hogan on several occasions. Now, we're just going to start believing anybody. Billy Graham? I mean, he stole everything from Hulk Hogan. Lex Luger, as you mentioned before, James, officially gave notice to WCW that he's done after the Super Brawl show.
What?
When are you leaving WCW, you think, here, Luger? Is it this weekend, or when do you think?
I don't know. Saturday? Super Brawl Saturday? Super Brawl Sunday?
What is he called?
Holy shit, he pulls the shirt off. It's fucked up. So he's done after the Super Brawl pay-per-view, although his contract doesn't expire until March of 93. The hot rumor, which is denied by Vince McMahon, another notorious not liar, is that Lex is leaving WCW to join the World Bodybuilding Federation for something like $600,000 a year. He would then move to the WWF after the year is up. Luger's story is he's taking a year off to open a gym, and he's generally sick of the lifestyle and wants out of wrestling. And it's funny because we were like just talking again about Luger leaving WWF in a few years, so he is jumping around quite a bit. And he went opening a gym, not a bad idea for a guy like Lex Luger. I don't know if he ended up doing it.
I think a lot of wrestling guys back then opened gyms. I feel like I've heard that quite a few times from like top guys in that era. No, it's not a bad idea at all. Yeah, I mean, like if you look like that, you've been on TV, it's an easy advertisement to get people to come.
It was my idea first, dude. Well, that is it for the Observer. Now let's talk about WWF Wrestling Challenge, January 12th, 1992.
All right, let's get into Wrestling Challenge. We are in Corpus Christi, Texas for this event. Yes. Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan are our commentators for the evening.
Legendary
and they
duo.
are in front of a green screen.
No, there's no way.
Come on, that's real. Are you kidding me?
I mean, good use of resources here.
Yeah, no, it actually is actually super smart, especially for 92. Wrestling Challenge. I actually don't know how many of these I've ever watched.
Yeah, I don't think I've really watched any of them unless it was in a compilation or something.
Sure.
Like the moments,
Well, it's actually not easy to find them either. Like WWE, like on the network or Peacock or whatever you may have seen it on, they only have like 2 years of the end of the 80s of these. Like this episode in particular, can't fucking find it on any of their shit. So had to go back in time and watch it in person.
Which we all did.
We did it together. 3 boys in a time machine went back to warn Marty of a lot of things.
So Bobby Heenan says that in just 1 week, they will crown a new WWF champion at the 1992 Royal Rumble.
I didn't even realize that it was around this time because we've watched that for the Patreon. We have watched in full the 1992 Royal Rumble. So you can check that out on patreon.com/deadlockpw. That's SGH tier, $10 and above tier. Check that out. It was a fucking great time. That's the one, spoilers, that Ric Flair wins. Heenan says, the palms of my hands are soaking wet. They're itchy. My knees are knocking. That's me during the pod. There's a lump in my throat. And in a week, they're going to crown a new WWF champion. He's got to be the man. That's tough. And be able to take it. He's got to look like a champion. He's got to dress like a champion. When he walks down the street, through the airport, they say, there's the WWF champion. These are all the things that Hogan said when he came into TNA in 2010 about AJ Styles.
That's me looking at the Warlord.
Guy like me is looking at the Berserker and says, this annoying bastard should be the top guy here. And if the Berserker's walking through an airport, I'm not fucking going to the airport that day. I'm going home. Fuck this guy. Heenan says there's only one man, and that's the man I'm the financial advisor of, which,
that's a loaded job.
Didn't do a great job.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it wasn't his fault. The financial advisor of Ric Flair should be that's a 4-man job. And he says, yes, humanoids, you guessed it. It's Ric Flair, the winner of the Royal Rumble. Ooh. And Gorilla says, that's wishful thinking, Brain. 29 other guys are thinking the same way. And Heenan says, everybody get ready and get your woos ready, if you know what I mean. What does it mean other than just saying woo?
You know what he means.
No,
we all know what he means.
Tony, I don't know what he means, Tony. I don't know what he means.
Yeah, Tony gets it. Look, I mean, seeing Bobby Heenan green screened with Gorilla Monsoon doing the woo was insane. Like, seeing this at the beginning of the show, I was like, oh, we're in for a good one tonight.
Dude, okay. I mean, like, it's again, we talk about these, like, older, shows older because we're fucking old. There's such a charm to them. Like, they're not things that, like, if I was watching it because I wanted to see, like, the best wrestling ever, I'm not fucking turning on Wrestling Challenge. But, like, I could see why people watch this. And to be fair, James made a great point. I think we were just having this talk. I was like, oh, I can see why people watch this. And James says, well, what the fuck else are they going to watch?
I totally forgot that we even talked about that.
What else are you going to watch in 1992? Like, there's not many options, and this is probably, like, one of the best options for this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, is true. Like,
I mean, that is true. That's
of course these guys are stars. What other people exist on TV?
So the WWF Wrestling Challenge actually has a TV intro. I was surprised for some reason. I don't know why.
And what an intro it was, showing all the greats like Hogan doing the leg drop, Earthquake killing a guy with an inside-out clothesline. That was awesome. Jimmy Snuka doing his shit. Sid's there. The Rockers do a double drop kick. I mean, they got the goddamn... I mean, like, every move had the fucking Macho T sound effects on every bomb.
The divine boom drop in every time.
Pew! Holy shit. I wrote all caps here, Nasty Boys moves, hell no. And then Hawk Gorilla Press Slam to the floor, hell yeah.
Fuck you. I mean, that was like legit the exact Zandig one. That shit was funny. Well, guess what? Tonight we get all the stars. We get Roddy Piper. We get The Undertaker.
Ooh.
We get Jake Roberts. Oh, no, man. All right.
Sorry.
Oh, no, it's all good. You know, who's main event tonight? We get...
Well, with the match he has,
We got the Barbershop with the Rockers.
Mm.
And we have the New Foundation.
Yes, and you know what? If you just watched the show and didn't want to investigate at all, and I don't know if you guys did, these guys are facing just the most unknown wrestlers of all time.
Yeah, I actually had to look it up because they didn't even say their names. The only name I heard on the whole show was the last guy, Larry Ludan or whatever. Oh, Louis Spicolli.
Yeah, they say the first guy's name too, but there's a few of these where like I didn't even understand it, or
I feel
they
like
just
the tag team one,
it.
they don't even name them.
They don't.
Yeah, I just have question mark written down.
Yeah.
Well, I believe the opening match, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, Undertaker versus Scott Bazzo.
That's okay. I first wrote Scott Psycho, and then I said, well, that's probably not right. Does sound cool, though. It is, Scott, either Bezos, Scott Bazzo, either one of those. Scott Bezos.
That sucks. I hope Undertaker kills this guy. Well, Undertaker, of course, I mean, he gets his whole grand entrance, right? He has Paul Bearer with him. He's got the hat.
Sadly, no Scott Bezos entrance. Like, I mean, how do you build up new stars if you don't give them an entrance?
Dude, they show Taker, then they show Scott Bezos, and I go, oh, no, hell no, this guy's screwed. There's no fucking way he's surviving.
I wonder if people in 92 watched it like that, too. They tuned in, and they see Undertaker coming to the ring, and he's facing Scott Bezos. Oh, hell no, he's about to get fucked.
There's a kid in an Undertaker shirt that they show him again, like a wider shot, and the kid is like thumbs downing as Undertaker gets in the ring. Fuck this guy.
No, I threw that Scott Bezos. He's like, oh, fuck this guy.
No, he. I mean, they fucking passed out the Undertaker shirts for free. That kid didn't fuck with this guy.
So Undertaker comes down here during his entrance, and he stands in the ring, and they give him the lower third. It says the Undertaker. He takes the hat off. Paul Bearer rips his tie off. Is that right?
Felt unnecessary, if anything.
I didn't even know that came off.
Well, it must. Maybe the idea is that, you know, when he has the tie on, he's still like working at the crematory. He's clocked into the crematory still with the tie on.
Paul Bearer walked right up to him and grabbed that tie and ripped it right off, man. I was just like, holy shit.
Is the clip on? What's going on here?
Undertaker with one tear going down his eye as this tie gets ripped off his chest. Well, Undertaker goozles Scott Bezos, whips him, and then clothesline chokeslams him out of his boots.
Inventing things here. Yeah, like
I love that.
It was kind of Scott Hall style.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess he also tried to kill him afterwards. Scott didn't really try to do that.
He chokeslammed him on his head and hoped that it permanently killed him, paralyzed him. Didn't get the job done, so he throttled him some more.
Holds onto the choke and then chokes him again and then does some more chokes.
Why the fuck not?
Well, it goes to a picture-in-picture of Paul Bearer and Undertaker talking about their favorite cereal.
Oh, the workers at my crematories have been very busy. For the longest cremation in history, 29 bodies. Snap, crackle, pop.
Where's your tie?
This is funny as shit. Undertaker's gonna kill 29 dudes and cremate them. Wow, that's fucking horrible for the atmosphere. Don't do that.
The ozone layer is crying out for help.
Scott Bezos has to stop this.
That's what the match should have been centered around, is Scott Bezos trying to stop The Undertaker from killing 29 people at the Royal Rumble. Well, it goes back to the match, and Paul Bearer is ringside going, oh,
You only hear it because they have a camera right next to his head. He's not even doing it loud. He's
He's making a really weird face too.
Oh yeah, okay, chill out.
Cool. All right. Well, Undertaker grabs him for the tombstone, and very funny, he gives it to him Hulk Hogan on the chair style.
Oh, you got me, brother. Yeah, he does it. I don't know when he starts doing the, head between the legs one, but this is over the shoulder tombstone here, which I always thought looked cool.
Did you like where he accidentally targeted Paul Bearer and then untargeted Paul Bearer to turn him around?
Well, why did he turn? He was facing Hardcam.
Yeah, so he gets the tombstone up. He turns to the hard cam because Paul Bearer is holding the urn, and then he just turns back around and does it the other way.
It was the beginnings of the That's Incredible.
Holy shit, just imagine when he unlocks another turn.
Just 180, Undertaker. You'll do fucking just fine.
I like this tombstone, by the way.
I do too. Yeah, it looks cool. I mean,
he traps one arm, right? And it's pretty cool.
No, it is dope. And Scott Bezos takes every bit of it.
Yeah, and he gets the 3, of course. Undertaker has not been stopped. Scott Bezos, I guess you're number 30.
Sadly, he will be cremated in the crematory tonight. Did you see Paul Bearer getting into the ring at the end of the Taker match?
No.
So he gets into the ring. They cut away from it before anything happened. So I don't know if, what happened here. Tony, maybe you saw it. I swear Paul Bearer gets into the ring with a body bag.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
He has a big fucking thing in his hand, and
I think you were confused. He had a giant tie in his hand. It looks like a body bag, though.
And he was just making my man the
put it
dead
back
man
on
look
Undertaker
fresh.
after
It was big as shit. So
in some comic book version of this, the tie would turn people to stone or something. He would take the tie and put it on people, and it would turn them to stone, and they would stomp them out or something. That's how he kills them.
Can we call that can't be the name of the place that you take the bodies to burn them. It can't be the crematory. I don't like that.
For the crematory?
Yeah, that's what it's called. And I don't like it.
Yeah, if you can come up with something better, then I'm totally down to change it.
Fuck, I'll think of something. I'll get back to you.
Well, we have the WWF special report. Lord Alfred Hayes is here, and it's brought to you by Coliseum Home Video.
Special report time. Lord Alfred Hayes is here, and yes, as you said, Coliseum Home Video, the exclusive distributors of Super Tape 92, which will be available Thursday, June 23rd. Or if you go to Alamo Drafthouse, you could probably find this in the VHS section.
Dude, that's pretty badass. Yeah, I want the WWF Super Tape 92.
What do you think's on it? Undertaker matches?
Dude, I wouldn't even give a fuck. I would just buy it. Yeah, give me that Super Tape.
That's a good name, too.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Super Anything is cool, like Super Battle.
October 19th, Grady Cole Center, Charlotte, North Carolina. Come out and have a good time.
Royal Rumble, 1 week away here. Last week, Macho Man, his lovely Elizabeth, spoke intensely of the Royal Rumble when they made these provoking statements. And I don't know why he said they were provoking. They weren't very provoking at all.
No, they were not.
Pretty normal.
They were this is actually maybe a very subdued Macho Man if you really think about it. Macho Man says, when the smoke clears at the Royal Rumble, I will be the winner, and you Snake Man will be history. Dig it. This is super, like, this is a run of everyday Macho Man statement
The
here. Lord
most
Alfred
tame
Hayes
Macho
is,
Man promo of all time, yeah.
Yeah, maybe Lord Alfred Hayes is just watching his first Macho Man promo. It felt crazy to him. Mean Gene says, well, it looks like things are really looking up at the Rumble, Elizabeth. And Elizabeth says, and I couldn't believe Elizabeth was talking here. I feel like it's rare that they have her cut a promo.
Yeah, usually they just throw her into the pool.
Yeah, well, she's got to learn. Elizabeth says, speaking of sounds, the one sound I like to hear at the end of the Royal Rumble is the new WWF champion is the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Oh, yeah.
Dude, she does
Are
say,
you
oh,
fucking
yeah.
joking right now?
Dude, I love the way Elizabeth says, oh, yeah.
She
Yeah,
only
yeah.
ever does that.
The new WWF champion, Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, he should have stopped me. She just brought him back to January of 92.
Ask Elizabeth, and then it pans a little to the right. And who do we got here? Oh, yeah.
That would be a provoking statement if I've ever heard one.
Back to you, Lord Alfred Hayes.
So we go back to Lord Alfred Hayes, and he says the Rumble gathers more explosive momentum, and here it comes from 3 superstars who believe they have the stamina and the ability to walk away with the WWF title. Now, I could have picked anybody that I was hoping would show up on the screen here. And, you know, especially, 1992, there's a good list of stars. And the one they had to throw first was the goddamn IRS. Like, this guy sucks. I hate the IRS. In the ring, out of the ring, in real life.
I feel like we see him every episode we do now.
I know, dude. Him and the Nasty Boys, I'm seeing too much of, and it's really starting to be a problem. I mean, VK Wall Street, I can't take it anymore. Well, he's here, and he says only 1 week away to the Royal Rumble. Boss man, can you take the pressure?
I wish that these characters, by the way, were like way more on the nose, which is so funny to say, but I wish they were even more on the nose than they are. Like, I wish IRS came on the screen and was just like, hey, boss man, you fat son of a bitch. You do your taxes yet? Probably not.
He had like a sheet. He had a sheet of people that owe money to the IRS. He says, hey, he circles boss man. Check this out, fatty.
If he's doing the IRS thing, go all in, you know?
Right. Now he's just a guy that has grudges with wrestlers and wants to be WWF champion. Why the fuck do you want to do that?
Yeah, take your Wall Street ass to the other company.
Repo Man is here, by the way, and thankfully he is full gimmick, James. He's still in the thing here, and he says, this is going to be great. Can you believe it? I can sneak right up to the Royal Rumble. No one will even know what I'm doing, but I'm going to repossess the WWF Championship. I'll take it. I'll take it. He's going to repo the title.
At first, I thought he had a grappling hook.
Batman?
Yeah, I'm going to sneak up and grapple hook my way into the Royal Rumble. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. I believe he's going to do that, too.
That's even better. He's not even in the match. He's just coming to fucking cause some havoc. I like that. British Bulldog says he's psyched up, pumped up. Say that fucking again.
British Bulldog says, Rock, please do not rock bottom me into dog shit. I'm begging you.
If anything, if there's anything that shouldn't be taken literally, it's that I'm a dog. He says the WWF Championship is online, and I'm coming to the Royal Rumble, and I'm going to power my way through. He looks gigantic.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
I mean, like, a guy like this, how do you not turn on the news and see this guy's picture and say, you know what? Maybe they are doing steroids.
We're not testing this guy. There's no need.
England. He's
right.
from England. They got different fucking meals over there.
There's international treaties that we can't violate.
Lord Alfred Hayes says you can see the Royal Rumble exclusively on pay-per-view television. Call your local cable company right now. A little later, my colleague, the mean one, Gene Okerlund, will be here with a comprehensive WWF report. The mean one? Is that like the gold one?
All right, so we go to our next match of the evening here. It is the New Foundation versus...
2 fucking guys.
The boys.
I was like, I waited the whole match. It actually distracted me from the match how much I was trying to figure out who these fucking 2 dudes were. And I had to look it up after, but it was B.A. Dalton and Dusty Days.
Well, the New Foundation, of course, is Owen Hart and Jim Neidhart. So Jim Neidhart hits a few shoulder tackles here and tags in Owen, who comes in with a shotgun drop kick off the top.
That was fucking awesome. I think we've talked about it before. You know, obviously Danielson does that a ton. What a fucked up move, like, to do. I'm assuming you never did that in training.
No.
If I had a request of like 5 things I'd like to see you try at training, that would have been one of them.
I would have just said no.
Like, how does that not suck every bit of the way down?
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge bump. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, a lot of adrenaline.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Anvil shit cans, whoever that is.
I just know their names. I don't know which is which. Yeah. I legit
the guy in the singlet.
Who is this? Yeah.
Kind of looks like the Jerry Lawler outfit from the back. He argues with the ref while Owen takes a cheap shot on the apron. Anvil beals the dude out of the corner and tags in Owen, who hits a snapmare and a leg drop. I hate talking about wrestling and not knowing who the guy is. I feel like it's disrespectful.
Dude,
I don't know why. Like,
I know.
Yeah, I know they don't get anything in or do anything, but like they're still taking the bumps and doing shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. During this, by the way, all of a sudden, Howard Finkel's fucking talking to me.
Yeah, he starts doing a random radio-style rundown of upcoming WWF events.
It was jarring. I thought, like, again, like...
Different mic.
Totally different mic. It was like when fucking I heard Chris Dangerous theme on the last fucking show. I was like, I thought I had a different video open that it started playing Fink saying stuff. It says, Wednesday night to January 29th, if you live in Lowell, Massachusetts, what the hell? Area,
this is just for you, only for you, yeah.
Because the WWF is returning to the Lowell Memorial Auditorium, which, that's a fucking cool spot. That's a cool spot that I would love to run.
One day. Well, the new foundation hits the rocket launcher, and they win.
I mean, great fucking move.
I love the rocket launcher.
Yeah, which is, if you don't know, it's Owens on the top, and Anvil pretty much fucking mother effing bombs him the long way, and he lands on a splash from the top and gets a pin.
Well, make sure to get your World Bodybuilding Federation magazine and come to whatever is happening. I have no idea.
Personal fitness weekend, right?
You want to know about this, James, so let me put you in a loop here, because you're going to not want to miss this. It's the Ultimate Personal Fitness Weekend, February 1 and 2. That's how Gorilla Monsoon describes dates. At the WBF World Headquarters in Connecticut. This could be the greatest learning experience of your life. Pick up your phone right now, but don't forget you have to be 18 or older to participate. So you were not born in 1992, were you?
Mm-mm.
So you're already behind here. So you got some catching up to do. You got to get, I mean, how much information do you think you're going to fucking be able to consume? They're already got the greatest plans that will change your life going on in 92, and you're wasting time by not being born.
I know, it's bullshit just to think about it. I mean, what really sucks is that this is all going to come crashing down soon because they're in the middle of a steroid scandal.
Dude, having a gigantic bodybuilding fucking branch of your company and then getting hit with a steroid scandal. Like, they probably could have avoided it if they didn't start the fucking WBF.
Yeah, but I mean, do you see how good these guys look?
I mean, they look fucking fantastic.
They do. Well, we go to the WWF Event Center. Sean Mooney is here to tell us his New Year's resolution.
No!
Spoiler, he doesn't have a resolution.
No, Tony, he treats every day like it's the same day.
He's sexy as shit, and he doesn't have to do anything.
And him and James Storm are going to drink and make money.
And meet hot chicks and put people at tables. If you somehow missed our TNA review last week, do yourself a favor. Go check that out. So Sean Mooney, WWF Event Center. You folks in Boston, what the hell, and all the surrounding areas, don't let New Year's resolutions slip away. Catch WWF live action 8 p.m. in 1 week next Saturday, January 18th at the Boston Garden. 6-man tag, the Legion of Doom, along with Bret Hart, will battle the Natural Disasters and the Mountie. And Hulk Hogan prepares to battle Ric Flair. And right now he stands by with Mr. Perfect, and we'll hear from the Hulkster as well. Which I was like, oh, this is cool. I actually thought this was like even more interesting than the Rumble hype stuff. Like, I don't know if it was like, you know, they can do both. But for me, it was a little jarring that they're doing fucking promos on this TV show to build up like what is essentially, I believe, a house show.
Yeah.
Which obviously that changes, going forward. But I was like, oh fuck, like these shows meant something because the only TV they had was this.
Yeah, that's right.
So Flair and Mr. Perfect are here in front of a green screen. The Flair logo is on the green screen. A lot of green screen stuff here, which was
the technology in '92,
cool.
Man. Like this shit was probably awesome. I mean, on CRT TVs.
Oh my god!
Yeah, this looked crazy. Yeah, all the bright colors and all that. Yeah.
Flair is holding a blurred out dildo.
Dude, he's got no fucking pants on or something. Like, blurred his cock. Thought he was naked.
Standing
What's
there
going
butt
on?
ass naked, blurry.
I thought it was a championship.
Wrong. He had no pants on.
Right. He's holding what seems to be a blurry WCW World Championship. Huh.
Is that what it actually is, or is it the WWF tag title?
No, it's the WWF. It's it's the tag belt, but it was like they made it to look like the world title.
Yeah,
I forgot what it was called.
Like
there was a name for it. There was a name for that title. I can't remember what it was called.
The real world title.
The WCW World Heavyweight Championship is what it's called. But Flair's holding it and they're blurring it out because you're not supposed to see it, but he is the real world champion. And Mr. Perfect says, forget about anything else you've heard about any sporting event anywhere. Holy shit.
I've already forgotten.
Now and only now, the three greatest wrestling names in the WWF are going to be in the ring at the same time. Mr. Perfect, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan. And Flair says, the titleless, the loser, Hulk Hogan, the man whose only redeeming quality is the opportunity to get in the ring with the real world's heavyweight champion. Hogan, come on down, baby. The champ is waiting. Ooh.
Hey, you stole Bobby Heenan's shit.
Well, Hogan's here. He's also in front of a green screen. This is a Hulk Rules green screen, so he's got his own. Everyone's got their own logo except some guys later who are just in space. We'll talk about that though. Hogan says, you know something, Hulkamaniacs? Ric Flair and Mr. Perfect might as well forget the marquee with their names on it, man. Going down in history. They're in a lot of trouble right now, brother. I got a chance to get the WWF title back at the Royal Rumble, brother. Bring it back home. And Ric Flair, you're gonna be an endangered species, brother. Which is crazy. Flair's what, like 27 years?
Maybe.
Because this is my chance to eliminate you right out the chute, brother. This is a shoot, brother. When I come down the ring for the one-on-one confrontation, brother, it's not going to be styling profiling, Lear jets and limousines. It's going to be Hulk Hogan in his war mode. Oh, shit. World War III, dude. The Maniacs told me to get rid of you, brother, to take care of business. That sounds evil as fuck. The Maniacs told me to get rid of you.
Well, he's going to go into the Royal Rumble and poke everyone's eyes and rake their backs. Yeah, right. Like, this is an evil motherfucker.
Well, maybe we should take him to the crematory then, dude.
Never mind, dude. Do not put me in the ring with that guy, brother.
Don't get me, dude. And Ric Flair, I'm a very dangerous man now, dude. I don't have the WWF title, and I don't have anything to lose. And you know something, brother? If I put that figure 4 leg lock on you, I'm going to hang on until there's a snap, crackle, and a final pop. I mean, like, this is the greatest serial ad I've ever heard on this fucking show. 2 times, snap, crackle, pop? What the fuck? Well, Ric Flair, what you going to do when the Hulkster wipes you out? He's working on that one, huh?
Well, we head over to the ring for the Berserker with Mr. Fuji versus Rudy Gonzalez.
Yes, so Rudy Gonzalez. This is another one I think they didn't say the name of, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Rudy Gonzalez, if you have heard that name, you might know him because he was the co-trainer of the Texas Wrestling Academy, which was Shawn Michaels' school, where Danielson, Spanky, they came out of.
Okay.
That's Rudy Gonzalez. Berserker, you might know from being Bruiser Brody.
Huss.
Dude.
Huss.
That's what you also might know him. Huss.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of wrestlers I hate. We've talked about them on this show. I swear I've seen Berserker matches before.
We watched him in the Rumble, I think.
Okay, maybe that's why, because there was also a bunch of other dudes here. I never want to watch this guy fucking again. This is the most annoying match I've ever fucking watched in my life. This is so fucking annoying. Like,
what makes it worse is that the crowd, they're dead silent.
No, exactly. No pop. Like, fucking, like this dude.
Zero reaction at all.
I mean, James will go over
Nothing.
it. It's a fucking 3-minute match, and every single fucking motion this guy makes, he's saying Huss. He's saying Huss for the whole match. He's saying Huss more than he's doing moves. It's the most obnoxious thing ever. I hate this fucking guy.
So we have the Berserker here.
Right.
Olaf Berserker.
Would you like to have a bad match, Berserker?
So the Berserker is here with the sword and shield that he doesn't use.
Right.
He drops them both to wrestle. I'm not entirely sure why he didn't just fuck this guy up with the broadsword, but
I mean,
understandable.
He wants to win, of course. The WWF
Sometimes.
Championship, the Berserker, who is this fucking Nordic Viking.
Yeah, so in the Royal Rumble, he seemed like he didn't really understand anything that was going on, and we thought that was kind of his gimmick. I mean, he has been here for a minute, I feel like, in the WWF, right?
Yes, right. And even worse, James, the fact that the Royal Rumble match, whereas the match that you win by throwing people over the top rope, Berserker's whole thing is winning by countout.
Yeah, that'll get you.
Like, this, I hate this. I hate this shit.
So the Berserker hits a big boot and then stomps around saying, Huss, Huss, Huss.
Dude, like, as much as we'll say it here, it's 10 times fucking more that he says Huss. Like, I hate it.
Well, Berserker hits a flying shoulder tackle. Looks awesome.
Right.
Looks so awesome indeed that he goes to Mr. Fuji and says, "You like that?" What I meant to say was Huss, Huss, Huss.
What the fuck? He speaks English?
Oops.
What the fuck?
So Berserker hits a leg drop and walks around saying Huss.
That's Hogan's shit.
And then he drops a knee and says Huss.
That's Flair shit.
Well, Berserker then says Huss, and he chops Rudy Gonzalez.
Says the fucking Huss.
This is important to his character. So Berserker hits a body slam. Then he Andres Rudy Gonzalez into the ropes.
And what does he say?
He says, "I'm coming." I'm at Huss. Watch the boot. I'm at Huss. Berserker then hits the ropes and does a big boot to Rudy Gonzalez in the ropes. It looked awesome. Fantastic fucking move here.
It was pretty crazy looking, yeah.
Sadly, he does it again, and it doesn't look nearly as good.
The second one looks like the other guy didn't know it was coming. Like, I don't know what happened here.
Then a radio broadcast comes onto the commentary randomly to go over their next dates.
Hey, lol, get the fuck out of here, motherfuckers. Like, you don't, if you want to see people that are better than the Berserker, watch the LOL show instead.
So Berserker does the world's strongest slam.
He does.
And then he does Bruiser Brody's hand sign.
You're telling me that this guy rips off Bruiser Brody?
And then he fucking throws Rudy Gonzalez over the ropes, belly to back style, to the fucking floor.
Yeah, what the fuck? That was crazy. Also, again, this guy's in the Royal Rumble and was confused about the concept.
And he wins by countout.
Wins by countout while yelling Huss through the entirety of that part. The ref counts to 10. He's hussing the entire time. Fuji gets into the ring and then instructs the Berserker to hit the ropes and then take a back bump. I don't know what this guy is meant to be.
Take a bump, flat back. Huss.
Hey, big man, one of your nuts is hanging out of your shorts.
Yeah, big hole.
Huss.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, I don't get the gimmick either. I don't know why he runs the ropes and takes the back bump. He's just Brody.
It's just like, fuck.
Yeah, so I think I asked all these questions in the 92 Rumble we watched. That was a little bit ago.
Yeah.
And I think I looked it up, and I might be remembering this wrong, but I believe he was friends with Brody, and it was like a, they It was like
Homage,
homage,
yeah.
yeah, like trying to
bad
keep his
friend.
legacy going. But I mean, yeah, you don't have to say Huss that much. You said Huss one too many times. You know, Huss 90, 91, 92 times. Too many times.
I mean, you see it's not working. Fuck.
What, you got a Huss census? Like, you count my Husses? Say Huss 80, 90 times, man.
That would have been a good angle. Me and Gene asking him about it. So now we're at a river, and Tatanka's here, and he says, this river has been our home for hundreds of years, and it's been a source of food and transportation, and now I realize just as the river flows in its own direction, I must flow in my own direction. Well, Tatanka says, I will be the river, and I will carry the sacred wisdom of the Indian nation to all nations. And he fucking fires up, and he yells at the fucking river, and Tatanka's coming. He's staring at the camera here. I don't know if you guys felt this. I swear he just looked like fucking Fit Finley. Like his head and his face.
Oh, right. Yeah, I
looks
could
like
see
fucking
it.
Finley.
Oh
to me.
yeah, now
I
that you
could've
say
believed-
that,
it's
yeah, he
fucking me up.
does. Yeah,
What a career he has. And then he doesn't he come back to WWF to like.
dude, he has like a SmackDown run, doesn't he?
He does.
I swear to God, he comes back and feuds for like the tag titles.
He does do something. I just can't remember what it is. I remember
He's
seeing
with Heidenreich or something. I don't know why I think that.
Everything is fucking high, right?
Tatanka versus The Miz, September 1st, 2006. That's the
Yes.
Miz's WWE debut against Tatanka.
Is that right?
That's fucking insane. Is that true?
We have to
That's what
watch
it
that.
says.
We
The
have
Miz-
to watch that. All right, so now it's time for the WWF Event Center again. Did you know they're having events coming up here?
If either of you want to go to some shows in Boston, well, boy, oh boy, do we have some shows in Boston, Massachusetts to go
Thank you,
to.
Sean Mooney.
Sean Mooney wants you to go to the fucking Boston Garden. The Legion of Doomsday. Didn't you hear about this? Bret Hart. Tito Santana battles Ted DiBiase, and Hulk Hogan collides with the so-called real world's champion Ric Flair. Let's go back to the six-man tag battle we talked about here from both sides. So we go to another green screen promo, and there's a WWF background here, and the Legion of Doom and Bret Hart are here. Animal says, Jimmy Hart, we're going to find out just how big and bad the natural disasters are. And you, Mouthy, we're going to see how long that yellow stripe is down your back. Because you're looking at the WWF World Tag Team Champions and the WWF Intercontinental Champion, the Hitman. And Bret says, you know, Jimmy Hart, you and the Mountie came pretty close to attempted murder. Holy fucking shit. What?
And so did you, Bill Goldberg.
And don't let me forget about you, Jimmy Snuka. I saw you on the intro.
I'm going to see your head flying in here in a minute.
But now I have the Legion of Doom to back me up, and you're not going to find any place to hide. And Hawk says, well, let's talk about teeth.
Good job.
Let's talk about the natural disasters and the Mountie's teeth. Let's talk about we're going to knock them right down their throat. There's a lot of gold here, and let's talk about the reason for it. We're the best. I love that end line. There's a lot of gold here, and the reason for it is because we're the best. Oh, fuck yeah.
Dude, I mean, this is a badass looking group of guys right here. I mean, I like this a lot.
So we go, the Mountie and the natural disasters with Jimmy Hart. They're on the green screen as well. This one, they're in space. I don't know what this was supposed to be. I'm not sure. I thought there'd be some mountains back there or something like that, or goddamn Canadian flag, but no, we're in space.
Dude,
And the
this is badass too. John Tenta, Fred Ottman, and Jimmy Hart are here. And the Mouthy.
That's Jimmy Hart's mascot, the Mouthy. Mouthy says, ha 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 ha, Bret Hart, showing up with the LOD. Let me tell you something. I got the two baddest men in the WWF, and Bret Hart, you're telling everybody he tried to kill me. Well, I only tickled you. Next time, I'm going to show you what it's all about. Well, Typhoon says, Jack Tunney, you're protecting these wimps, and if they were the champions that they claim to be, they wouldn't have to hide behind your skirt, and they'd put those belts on the line where they belong. What, like a six-man thing? And Earthquake says, well, maybe we can't win a belt in this match, but we can beat them from post to post. And they all pose. And Typhoon says, yeah. I don't know if he meant to do it. It was just when he flexes, yeah comes out. I love these. I mean, these are fucking fun, the green screen promos. They're
Yeah, they're cool.
They're not long, but they tell me everything I need to know, and I find out, like, I can tell you everyone's characters from the 20 seconds that this goes on for.
So the next match is Roddy Piper versus Louis Spicolli.
And on this day, Tommy Dreamer decided to be a wrestler.
Louis Spicolli kind of looks like Hunter Rainer.
Oh my! I swear to fucking God, the first thing I wrote, Louis is just Hunter Rainer. What the fuck?
If you guys go on DPW On Demand and watch a few of our prelim shows, Hunter Rainer wrestles on those sometimes, and this guy looks just like him.
He's
he
exactly like legit, like almost made me think that I need to know more about Hunter Rainer's history. Because it's fucking crazy looking. Heenan says that Piper gave up his announcing gig just to get prepared for the Royal Rumble, but it's not going to do him any good because Ric Flair's going to win.
Yeah, they mentioned that Piper has never won a title in the WWF, and he has a chance at the Rumble, so I thought that was good.
That is cool. He wins the Intercontinental title eventually, right? Is that the one he gets?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, Heenan says after Roddy Piper wins, he can spend $20 to $30 on some new bagpipes. And Monsoon says, "Would you stop?" And Heenan says, "Okay, $15. I don't know how much they are. Who cares?" Well, Louis Spicolli takes Piper's kilt and steps on it, and Piper hot starts on him. I love that the hot start had an eye poke in it.
Dude, that was so fucking funny. Like, he needed to get his shit in still that everyone knows him for, so he is laying bombs on Louis Spicolli, like punch, stops, looks him in the eyes, pokes him. Holy fuck, that's so fucking funny.
Spicolli had a great stooge run around the ring here. So he runs around the ring, but Piper catches him and takes him down, and the camera is on the hard camera, so all you see is Louis Spicolli just eating shit ringside.
He disappears.
Well, there is a picture-in-picture of Virgil, and he says that he will take both these guys to Olive Garden and kick their ass.
Fuck money. I can't look at Virgil without thinking fuck money and meat sauce.
I mean, meat sauce is the funniest thing ever. I mean, legendary run from Virgil.
Fantastic Carney. By all accounts, he was.
Remember his AEW appearance?
No, what was that?
No, I don't. Wow.
Remember he was in the vignette for Chris Jericho? I think he was Soul Man Jones.
Oh my god!
Holy
yes.
shit!
Yeah.
Right?
Wow, that's a lifetime ago.
That's a deep cut. Yeah.
Oh, it was Soul Train Jones is what it was.
Yes. Okay, I do remember this.
Yeah,
holy
that's funny.
shit. So Virgil says that the Royal Rumble, we have friends versus friends, we have enemies versus enemies. But guess what? At the Royal Rumble, it may come down to Piper and myself. So the way I look at it, Piper, it's gonna be lights out. I'm gonna become a new champion, and we'll still be friends. Okay, cool.
Good promo, actually. I was surprised. Yeah.
I liked the fucking, because this is only the third or fourth Rumble, so like the concept they're still getting people used to of fucking anybody can fight anybody, and that's they kind of drive that home here. No, good promo. I agree.
Piper brings his kilt to the middle and tells Spicolli to apologize.
Dude, he says, fold it and apologize. And Louis Spicolli is on his knees begging off, folding the thing. And then Piper, 1 second he looks away and Louis Spicolli gets up and punches him in the stomach.
That's great. Piper ends up grabbing the sleeper hold off the ropes, and Louis Spicolli is out. Piper gets the kilt, puts it in his face, and then pins him with his knee on his throat for the 3.
Gets the fucking win. And Louis Spicolli will now go work for Paul Heyman.
Well, now it's time for the Barbershop with Brutus, the Barber Beefcake.
Yes. And his guests, of course, the Rockers. So Brutus is here, and he says, welcome to the Barbershop, ladies and gentlemen. My guests this week are a couple tag team specialists, and recently they wrestled the Legion of Doom and nearly took their titles away. Let's welcome them right now. They're the Rockers, and the Rockers music hits. By the way, great theme song the Rockers had. I didn't.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels walk onto the set, and Gorilla Monsoon on commentary says, well, maybe we'll get this thing straightened out, Brain. These two haven't been getting along as of late. And Heenan says, well, the Royal Rumble's coming up, and tempers are getting short, and everyone realizes it's every man for himself. I'm assuming the story here, and they kind of go into it, but I think it's just that they were losing, right? Like, they're losing, and they're not getting along because they are losing.
They're losing to them not being on the same page.
Right.
Shawn Michaels walks out here in his best I'm turning heel outfit, and Marty Jannetty's dressed like the unmorphed Red Power Ranger.
They could have had Shawn come out with a sign that says, I'm a bad guy. Like, he had the earring, the leather jacket. Like, this guy looked like a fucking asshole.
Yeah, I kind of like that where Shawn has been over time sort of drifting away from what the Rockers was.
Sure.
And now at this point, I mean, he's turning, right? Like, this guy's in the leather outfit, right? Marty Jannetty's still dressed up like just a young guy, pretty much.
But maybe there's hope.
And Shawn's, I mean, there's no fucking hope. He walks out here with the tight black jeans on. He's ready to join Motley Crue. I mean, like, this whole thing is crazy. We got Brutus the Barber, Beefcake, and he's here to interview the Rockers. Yeah.
On his barbershop set.
Tony, he's here in the sluttiest little pants ever.
Dude,
and he's
dude, at the end of this, he's like bent over, and I said, wow, this dude has like a big ass that I'm seeing every bit of.
Yeah, shut up the goat. Yeah. What? He's got the slutty pants on. All right, fellas. Now, why can't you guys beat the Legion of Doom?
Brutus says, there's been controversy here, a lot of rumors flying. It's even right here in the pages of WWF Magazine and these shows, and it's a two-page article here of the Rockers, and there's their logo split in half and them standing on either page. And
which, by the way, fantastic.
Very cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It actually looked fucking awesome. And
there was a lot of thought in this.
Especially how it comes into play at the end.
That's what I'm saying. That was definitely on purpose.
Sure.
Super well put together. Yeah.
Brutus says, maybe you're going to break up and you've been having some problems, but I want to, get out here on the barbershop so we can talk about this thing. And Shawn says, no doubt that the Rockers are without a doubt the tightest team in the WWF, and I know rumors are flying, but I can assure you, as the captain of this team, as the guy that has put all this together, that there are absolutely no problems with the Rockers whatsoever. And Marty puts his hand down and says, hold on, Shawn. Listen to yourself, the captain of the Rockers? No one picked a captain for this team. We do everything together. Let's take a few weeks back. We had this TV match. We almost lost. They're showing footage as this goes on.
Mm-hmm.
I went for the tag, and you were down the apron somewhere flirting with a girl at ringside. And Shawn says, hey, what do you want from me, huh? Chicks dig me. I can't help it. All right, this guy's a bad guy.
Yeah, push over.
Marty says, that's fine. Well, how about the other match with the nasty boy?
Shawn said, all right, that's enough. No more talking. We're not talking about the nasty boys.
Well, they had a shit in somebody's bag, Marty, and it wasn't going to be mine. He says, I'm on top. I got the guy beat. And Shawn says, hold on 1 second. Ooh, we're just going to toss blame back and forth. We're going to shoot the blame back and forth. Fine, let's do that. Here I am, wrestling Ric Flair, something you have never done. And I'm giving him the wrestling lesson of his life. And here comes you to save the day. Good job. And it shows a clip of, I'm assuming Shawn was out on the floor, and Marty picked him up and rolled him back in the ring and left. I'm not sure how he was helping there. Maybe count out.
When Marty said you hit your head, I was just concerned.
He does say that. You hit your head on the railing. I was concerned for your well-being. And Shawn says, well, you're concerned for my well-being. And that comes into play later. Did somewhere down the line I tell you I needed your help? Did I tell you that sometime? I don't remember. Well, Marty says, listen to yourself, man. I don't know what's going on in your head. For a long time, we stuck together. We had each other's back. I don't know where you're coming from anymore, and I don't want to put blame back and forth. You know what? I'll take the blame. Let's blame me. I shouldn't have come out there during Flair's match and you, and I'm sorry. And I want to work this thing out. And together, we can make it to the top, but it's up to you, Shawn Michaels. I'm going to turn my back to you right now. That was a bad idea. And if you want to go here on your own, you walk off. But if you want to stick together and make this thing work, when I turn around, we're going to shake hands. And we're going to get a haircut here at the barbershop because we might as well. We're here, right? Like,
oh, hell no.
For Beefcake's back there with the big ass clippers. We're going to shake hands. We're going to go on and rock and roll only like the Rockers can do. And Heenan on commentary says, and I was like, oh, fuck. Like, even Heenan buys into this, which is.
Well, Marty did a great job during this.
It's very sympathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I enjoyed it. He's, they're both, he's taking blame and he says, listen, man, fuck it. Let's just fucking work this out. We're great and we can do this together. Like, maybe we fucking got off kilter here, but let's work this out. Which, great baby work. And Shawn, I mean, look at this fucking guy, though. I mean, come the fuck on. Like,
right.
What's this guy gonna do? I mean, this guy has no choice. You can't put this outfit on and be nice. It's just not allowed. So Heenan says, they need each other, And Gorilla says, it sounds fair to me. And Marty turns his back. Shawn stands there and he thinks about it. And Gorilla, I mean, they're a little somber on commentary, like kind of like you hear them talking, but I don't think it's supposed to be loud enough that you're supposed to hear it here. And he says, oh, he's not going to walk away. And Heenan says, no, they need each other. So Shawn walks up behind him and he grabs his arm. And he turns him around. And they stare down. And Shawn laughs for a second and says, you know what? We're cool. And he puts his hand out. They shake hands. They hug. Crowds are happy. Brutus Beefcake says, ladies and gentlemen, the Rockers. Their music hits. Everything's fucking good here. The Rockers are back together. Heenan on commentary says, I told you. And Gorilla says, glad to see it. And Shawn raises Marty's arm in celebration, and they go to one side, and Shawn leads them back to face the crowd so they can celebrate together. And then Shawn hits the super kick on Marty Jannetty. Oh, my God.
Damn.
Takes Marty out, super kick, and fucking Bobby Heenan says, oh, I knew he was going to do that. He don't need Jannetty. I told you that off and on. And Gorilla Monsoon says, are you kidding? What a despicable act that was. Fucking lays out Marty Jannetty, and Shawn picks him up, and he stares at him and he says, you want to look out for somebody's well-being? You better look out for your own. And Shawn grabs him by the hair, and he runs him, and he throws him through the barbershop window, and the glass goes everywhere. I mean, this thing couldn't have broken any better.
What an awesome shot.
The visual, okay, I don't know if I just don't remember it, or maybe I just didn't see it enough, because maybe the one they show in the history books, you know what I mean, like, is the one that they show first. But the shot, actually, they show later at the end in slow-mo of the other side of the window is gnarly.
Yeah, it definitely is. And they zoom in on it.
Zoomed in on the window, Marty going through it in slow-mo is crazy looking. Yeah, I was like, wow, this is the shot this fucking see here.
He throws him through the window, and then he turns around and does the Fonz gimmick.
Dude, he does! Which is, I mean, full dickhead here. So Marty's dead. He's laying, like, in the window still. He doesn't fall out of it. He's laying over where the window sill is. Like, he's dead. And Shawn's posing, and Heenan says, oh, Jannetty tried to dive through the window to escape. Did you see that? What an act of cowardice. And Gorilla Monsoon says, are you blind? So Shawn reaches down and he grabs the magazine and he shows the page, the 2-page thing of the Rockers, and he says, is there a problem with the Rockers? And he rips the magazine in half and he throws Marty's side of the magazine down at him on the floor and shows his own. And he says, I don't think so. And he walks off the set. That's like, in 1992, that's the most evil thing a man has ever done. Like, yeah. That's so fucked
Magazines
up. Like,
were a big deal.
Yeah, dude. And I bet, like, the Rockers were hot, by the way. Like, this is an over team, especially with the kids, the fucking girls. This must have been, Heartbreak Kid comes in. Legit heartbreaking. I bet people were, like, Rockers fans were buying that magazine for that spread.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
And he fucking rips it, throws Marty's side. I mean, all of that is brilliant. I love that whole fucking thing. And, they show a woman in the crowd. She's fucking sad, and she's got her hands on her face. And Gorilla says, he's bleeding profusely. And Heenan says, oh, redder than her nails.
And then it shows Brutus Beefcake's ass again.
Dude, ass in the slutty cut gear. Booty man. Booty man. I mean, there's a reason this is talked about so, often. Like, this is one of the, especially for a team that, by all accounts, obviously the tag division is what it was. This is a mid-card tag team. But this is remembered fucking super crazy. Because, it was a crazy moment. Which is why I was, like, super surprised that this episode hasn't been put on any of WWE's shit. In, like, not digitized, but, upscaled or whatever the fuck. Like, this is a big fucking moment. Obviously, they've used it for video packages, but it just was very odd to me.
We get the WWF Royal Rumble report. Mean Gene is here, and he says that Shawn Michaels is such a disappointment to him.
Mean Gene and his big-ass glasses. These things are gigantic. No word yet on the condition of Rocker Marty Jannetty, and hopefully before the hour's up, we'll have some kind of update. Anyway, Royal Rumble's 1 week away, exclusively on pay-per-view television. History will be made in the WWF as the winner becomes the undisputed WWF champion. The rules, they're simple. All the numbers and names are drawn out of a hat prior to the event, which I thought was funny because that changes eventually. Like, it's more official and it's in like a tumbler and you pull out your fucking balls and all. But no, this is, we write all your names down and throw it in a hat and mix it up. And that's how this match is decided. No submissions, no pinfall, no countouts. 30 of the greatest superstars in one match, including The Undertaker and this man, the immortal Hulk Hogan. So we get another Hogan green screen promo here. You know something, Hulkamaniacs. The battle lines have already been drawn, man. There's going to be no referee in the ring, man. The Hulkamaniacs have given me the green light to go out and hurt somebody. Do whatever I got to do to get the WWF title back.
Dude, the Hulkamaniacs.
Dude, yeah.
It's getting nefarious.
Like, they're a voice in his head that's making him do horrible things.
Yeah, that would have been an interesting turn for him. Is that the Maniacs are starting to greenlight some really fucked up shit in his head.
And he has to do that because he does not want to disappoint the Maniacs. He actually uses that for years and years to come with many decisions in his life.
George Steele, brother. The Maniacs told me to spike the turnbuckle, dude. And I did.
And I did. That's how he ends it.
And I'll do it again.
What you gonna do when I do it again?
And I do it 1,000 times over again, brother.
When are you gonna learn, George Steele?
Well, it runs down some more people in the Rumble here.
$1 Million champion Ted DiBiase, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Tito Santana, Hercules, the model Rick Martel, and this man, the Warlord. Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, I mean, this guy's got it all.
Tall Stone Cold.
Yeah, I mean, like, what else could you want from a top star?
So Harvey Whippleman says, Warlord, after the Royal Rumble, you're going to be the World Wrestling Federation champion. And Warlord
He's got
says,
the deep voice, too. Warlord.
Dude, he's deeper voice than Warlord.
I remember watching the 92 Rumble with you guys, and we heard this guy's voice. I think it was the 92 Rumble.
I think that's right, yeah.
Yeah, just super deep, yeah.
Warlord says, all I have to do is destroy 29 other men that come into the ring, and I don't think that'll be a problem, and you're looking at the next WWF champion. Ha 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 ha. I mean, Warlord looks cool as fuck.
He has a big fucking staff with a big W on it. Yeah,
Metal
this guy's
Gear.
winning.
He's got like the Wario W on it. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that, but that's pretty cool.
That's
For
W
Warlord.
For winning. Yeah, come on. Also in the Rumble, Superfly Jimmy Snuka, Sergeant Slaughter, the British Bulldog, IRS, the Barbarian, and these two men, the Nasty Boys.
Dude, it shows Jimmy Snuka's picture fly in. Shit look like one of the haunted masks from Goosebumps.
I mean, like, it's fucked up how this guy. I mean, the Nasty Boys one isn't much better. Their mouths are fucking insane.
I love that they showed them individually and then they showed them beside each other. That was awesome.
You got to see them together, and of course, they're here together. I have to talk about the Nasty Boys one more time, I guess.
Here we go.
So Jimmy Hart's here as well with them. Jimmy Hart manages everybody, and Jimmy Hart says, it's going to be a nasty Royal Rumble, baby. And Sag says, 28 jerks, 28 cases of nasty sensation. What does that fucking mean?
Dude, that shit was so beast. He's so right. That's what I was thinking.
What?
And that means that 2 people will win the Rumble because 28 people will be eliminated.
They are notoriously dumb fucking idiots. Brian Knob says, hey, when the smoke clears and the Royal Rumble's finished, there will be the first nasty WWF heavyweight champion, baby. Get ready to get nasty sized. I've never heard them emphasize it like nasty sized ever like that.
Get ready to get nasty sized. Sounds like ordering something at McDonald's or something. Let me get that nasty sized.
Let me get the animal style fries and the nasty sized drink and shit on it. I don't know, man.
Like, can I get 28 cases of nasty sensation?
And make it snap, crackle, and pop for me if you could.
If it came down to it, Jerry Sags would definitely be the one that won.
You think so? He's got what it takes?
Yeah, I mean, he just walks around going, If anyone was going to be the first nasty WWF heavyweight champion, it's going to be Jerry Sags.
I mean, it is time to get nasty sized now that I think about it a little more.
It's time to bring out the 28 cases of nasty sensation we've had backlogged here for a minute.
More people in the Rumble, Mean Gene says. The Repo Man, the Berserker, Texas Tornado, Macho Man Randy Savage, and standing by with comments, Sid Justice. So Sid says you're looking at the next WWF champion and you're probably saying, why are you so confident? I didn't fucking say that. Don't fucking put words in my mouth, Sid Justice.
I'm just standing here.
Yeah. I'm watching. He said there's 29 other guys in the event. Well, the other 29 guys have got one guy they better look out for, and that's me.
Well, we have the big boss man here.
And Big Boss Man say, "Hey, Royal Rumble! I want to teach 29 men why they call me Big Boss Man. Why I stand for law, order, and justice. It's just for the people. And I sure am not going to let them down. Without a shadow of doubt, I'm going to become the WWF champion."
IRS disagrees.
Because you haven't paid your taxes, of course.
Right? That's what he should have said. Yeah.
Yeah, why didn't we get back to that? Also, Jake Roberts, Colonel Mustafa, Rocker Shawn Michaels, other Rocker Marty Jannetty. That's what they say.
All right, fuck you guys.
Don't worry. Your career's fine. Mean Gene says, you saw what happened earlier in the barbershop. Marty will be in the Rumble, health permitting. Of course, the Legion of Doom take on the Natural Disasters. Intercontinental Champion Bret Hart challenged by the Mountie. Bushwhackers with Jamie San, which I completely forgot about until he lists that here, because we were super fucking confused by Jamie San. Meet the Beverly Brothers with the Genius in the corner.
That match goes on forever at the Rumble.
Dude, it sucks so bad.
It was so long.
You guys should, if you haven't been on our Patreon, we watched this whole pay-per-view on there. You got to check it out.
It was so long that we started thinking it was a rib.
Yeah, that's right. Like, hey, go out there and just fucking go as long as you want. Fuck it. And Mean Gene says, it doesn't get any better than Royal Rumble. Pick up that telephone and make that important call right now. And of course, a reminder, WWF Magazine available this Tuesday, and inside a special interview with Jake the Snake Roberts. And Heenan says, but who's on the cover? The real world champion. Woo.
Will you stop?
Oh, sorry.
Now it's time for the main event.
Oh, yes. What I've been waiting for.
Larry Luden versus Jake the Snake Roberts. Well, Jake Roberts makes his entrance, and I mean, he has such an aura to him. It's hard to explain.
So cool. Yeah.
Yeah, like, just looks like a man that had a rough life because he did. And, like,
right.
You can feel that when you see him.
Yeah, it's like, it comes through the camera that this guy's, like, I don't want to say fucked up, because that's putting it, like, not as cool, but there's something going on in this dude's brain, and obviously that was his whole character, right? But
he's a dangerous man, pretty much.
Yeah, and, like,
trust
but I mean,
me.
He is a heel here because he's been fucking with the Macho Man.
So Sergeant Slaughter comes up in picture, and he says that regardless of what anyone tells you, I was in the goddamn war.
That was nice of them to give him time for this. Yeah,
I mean,
that's nice.
Thank God he got to address the rumors. They were about to do a news story on fucking Action News about that. He beat him to the punch. They had to do the steroid scandal story first, but he was there to jump on it to make sure that people wouldn't accuse him of stolen valor. And hopefully nobody does that on this podcast and, fucking 30 years after this. He says he'd never trust a snake like Jake Roberts, and at the Royal Rumble, it's every man for himself. And you're the one that's going to get thrown out first, and I'm going to win the WWF Championship for Old Glory and my country. Oh, shit, all right. Well, you fucking betray this country, you bastard. I saw you with the Iron Sheik, you son of a bitch. You said you were hanging out with Saddam Hussein, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right there.
That's fucking funny. On commentary, Gorilla Monsoon says Jake is wishing that the Macho Man's eliminated in the Rumble before he has to come out. And Heenan says, I wouldn't want to fight Savage either. But then again, you get another shot at Elizabeth. Will you stop?
Well, Jake Roberts goes up quick on Larry and starts dropping multiple knees into his head. Great work there. I don't know if I've really seen too much where someone just gets him down and then just starts kneeing him in the head. I mean...
Yeah, right. Just like using any open... Like, it's not, usually you'll see like a gut kick or whatever, but using any opening to take a shot like Jake does here is pretty cool. You're right.
Yeah, right. It's very methodical. Yeah, it's just...
That's a great way to put this. A slow, methodical pace, you say?
No.
Who does that benefit?
Well, Jake Roberts chokes him for a few seconds. Jake punches down Larry, gives him the short arm clothesline. And then he hits the DDT and gets the 3.
Dude, he is a bit of an asshole here, just so you know that he's in control. He G's up for the DDT. The crowd's chanting DDT. He looks out at them and then puts him, like, he lets go of Larry and mocks the crowd, and then he hooks him real quick and hits the DDT, just to show that
that's awesome.
He's making the fucking calls here, not the people. It's all in his hands, and yeah, DDT gets the win. I mean, Jake's cool as shit. Again, another
you
I
can't
think
teach
blindside.
that.
No, like that's who like
You can tell somebody that 100 times,
right,
but like
right.
You have to get it. Right.
You can tell when somebody's doing it because they are told or think that's the right thing to do, and you can tell somebody's doing it because that's just how it's done, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Jake's the best at that. Jake had so much of that where he was able to just fucking everything he did felt real, even if it was a fucking DDT.
Well, we go to the WWF Event Center where Sean Mooney will tell us one last time that the Repo Man will be taking on Virgil at the Boston Garden.
Yeah, don't you want to come to the Boston Garden? Like, come on, boys. Like,
please come to the show. Please.
It's TD Garden now. Just come on through.
Well, Virgil cuts a promo and says that he's going to knock out the Repo Man. Like, you heard the saying, Mama's going to knock you out. Well, I'm going to do that to you, the Repo Man.
This is actually also a good promo. I didn't know
Virgil is a good promo.
He is.
I'm sorry I wasn't familiar with your game.
I agree. He says, yeah, I'm going to call it to your face. You're a punk, you're a liar, you're a thief, and you're a coward. And I'm going to prove it when I meet you face to face. And when you whacked me in the face, man, that brought me down to reality. I'm going to knock this guy out. And yeah, Mama said knock you out. Repo, you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, out cold. Well, there's no pinfalls in that match, but Virgil, you're on the right fucking path here. That's fucking, like, this is a good promo.
Well, we have Tito Santana versus Ted DiBiase at the Boston Garden. And Ted DiBiase is here with Sherry and the $1 Million Championship to tell us about how poor Tito Santana is.
And the green screen background here is a bunch of money with DiBiase's face on it because he is the money man, of course, as you know.
Right, he likes money.
Which is, I mean, like, that's a on-the-nose gimmick that it should be.
He likes money, and Tito Santana has no money.
And that's why he's bad. And Ted, that's what it says. He says, what a hero, Sherry. Tito Santana is a hero to his people. Well, we took you down. We took you down there, and we showed you what kind of hero you are. We took him right down and showed him that scummy neighborhood you grew up in. And Sherry says, what about that silly-looking bull? And Ted says, yeah, bullfighter. You see what kind of bull he learned how to fight with? The kind they milk. Oh, shit.
Well, and of course we have the New Foundation versus Barbarian and Warlord.
That sounds crazy because in my brain, like, Owen wants to fuck with these guys.
Yeah, right.
He's just sandbags both of them. The fucking I forget what matches they were, but I swear there's stories where he'll like maybe it was against Luger where he would like Luger would go to press him and he would sandbag him crazy, and then he'd let Davey Boy press him and go up super easy. I can hope that's what happens here.
And the show ends with a kid with a Macho Man foam finger and a rundown of next week's shows, including the Nasty Boys.
Nasty Boys. So Gorilla Monsoon says, we tried unsuccessfully, but guaranteed next week we'll have an update for you on the condition of Marty Jannetty, which is crazy. Like, you can't just tell us? I guess, doctors didn't work as fast then. Or they could just run shows without a doctor on hand.
Oh, he's probably it.
Also next week, the British Bulldog. And also the two nastiest guys around, the Nasty Boys. Can't wait to see that. The Legion of Doom will be here. Macho Man takes on the Mighty Hercules in a special interview with the Hulkster himself. And for the Weasel, this is the Gorilla saying so long till next week. And Bobby Heenan says, woo! And the Wrestling Challenge logo slides in, and that is the end of the show. I mean, fun fucking show here, man. Like, there's so much personality, not only to the show, but on the show, right? Like, the personality of the show, like how it's produced, it's very charming. Like, everything moves pretty quick. You're not hemming and hawing about this or that. Like, everything gets to you pretty quick, and you learn a lot of stuff in a very short amount of time.
You can tell who these guys are, their characters right away for the 3-second
Yeah.
promo they cut. Yeah, you know who.
Plus, what they're doing, who's the champions, what's their next match, what's their goals, yada yada, and their New Year's resolutions, and like the guys on the show. I mean, like James said, Jake, who is the promo guy, didn't cut a promo on this, but in 2.5 minute match, you fucking, it's like, oh shit, like I feel what this guy is. That's pretty crazy, and like that's super hard to find. And I don't know if that's just like maybe just how wrestlers were taught or how they came up at the time here, where they were able to breathe their personality through their matches as much as their promos.
Yeah.
But that's why I really like watching this old stuff, because it's like, fuck, this doesn't really exist now. Well, that is it for WWF Wrestling Challenge, January 12th, 1992, and that is it for our show. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Make sure to check us out, patreon.com/deadlockpw. Check it out. Just type it in real quick. Go take a visit. See what stuff you're missing out on there. 6,000 people can't be wrong. That's patreon.com/deadlockpw. Exclusive content waiting for you if you're a fan of Deadlock.